Maneva na sema PENDREAM TV. PENDREAM TV de osia dem yopo.
You are most welcome to PENDREAM TV, the only channel that brings you the best and latest updates in politics. If you are new here, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell for more updates, like and also share to other members to watch as well. Please do share to your contact list or any WhatsApp group in which you belong to, so that they will also have a fair knowledge of what is happening in the political arena. Thank you. I want you to join me listening to what we have for you today, and it's all about the interview granted by the president or our president or the president of Ghana on FR24, which former NPP member has also come out to react to it, saying we are not children for the president to come in tell us that he is not aware or he is not responsible for jailing people, because as far as the Attorney General is involved, then he is also part of it, because he referred cases to the Attorney General. He tells the Attorney General what to do, because he is the president, the lawyer to him or the state. So he can't come out and tell us he's not aware or he's not responsible. So his way of answering the question is just to tell us who he is. Without much ado, I would like you to join me listening to what he said into detail. Thank you.
A few messages before I come to Solomon Owusu. Good morning, Honorable Segbefia. Hope you are fine as I see in your colorful smoke. You know I am a follower of Pan-African TV, especially on Mondays when you're on the program. I wish you all have a good day. All right. Good morning, blessed. Addo is heartless. His demeanor in human relations is very poor. A president who has no sympathy for his citizens is a dangerous person. Has he been watching television to see how our water bodies are destroyed in the name of Galamsey? These demonstrators jailed must be released immediately. Sami in Adenta. Thank you, Sami, for your message. Good morning, bless. Akufo-Addo must be impeached for breaching his oath of office to protect life and state property. He also violated UN Resolution 2573, which declares water pollution as a war crime and terrorism. Akufo-Addo and his officials must be reported to ICC for passing laws to pollute forests, reserves, and water bodies. ICC must place arrest warrant on our leaders to save Ghana from extinction. Pa Willie, thank you, Pa Willie, for a message. Good morning, comrades and patriots of Kwame Nkrumah's Ghana. This group of the current NPP, led by Nana Addo and Bawumia, are lucky they survived civil and positive defense by Ghanaians in kicking them out, but are still conniving with the AC to rig the elections for Bawumia. They will sleep early on December 7. Ayi Justice from Navrongo. Thank you, Ayi Justice, for your message. Bless. Good morning. I really like the way you handle your program. Sorang Nasigri, you sent this one. Thank you for your message. You added that I'm a native of So in the Mamprugu district, northeast region of Ghana. The So community is one of the biggest communities in the district, but it's unfortunate the community is still lacking developmental projects like good roads to access nearby towns for basic needs, mobile networks to be part of Ghana and the entire world, basic health needs, accommodation for teachers and nurses who are assigned for duty, and many more to be cited when there is the need. We, the people of So, are appealing to the authority to extend the help, to extend a helping hand to So. May Allah bless So and Ghana. All right, thank you for your message. Please, sir, if you come to Bosume Frehon constituency, all that they are doing is Galamsey, but not proper small-scale mining activities. Reverend James Kweku Owusu, Sub-Zonal Leader Movement for Change, Bosume Frehon constituency. My greetings to Mr. Solomon Owusu. I watched him when he was on TV3 this morning, and now he's here. Kudos to him. All right. Alhaji Hamza from Pig Farm says, good morning, my brother. According to President Nana Addo, it is the behavior of the protesters that has landed them in jail. So sad to hear this, my bro. Madam Kate Jemfua was arrested and her equipment burnt to ashes for her involvement in Galamsey. As we speak today, she's working a free woman, and according to her, this fight against Galamsey should be put on hold, and they will all join hands in the fight after the elections. And according to Honorable Ayufie, they will not stop Galamsey today, and they will not stop tomorrow. This goes to show President Akufo-Addo is not interested in fighting Galamsey. He's only interested in seeing that the NPP wins power. Right? Thank you so much, Alhaji Hamza, and thank you for always tuning in. Good morning, Bless, and this will be my last message I'll read before I come to Solomon Owusu. Good morning, Bless. Akufo-Addo and Baumia are empty and have deceived the people of Ghana. Thank God His Excellency John Mahama is ready and willing to reset Ghana. I salute my boss, Honorable Alex Segbefia, and your able panelist, Isaac from Wija. Mr. Owusu.
Thank you very much. Bless and good morning once again to Doc and Honorable. He has been on campaign tour with the running mate. I've been seeing him in some of the videos posting aggressively, but I want to assure him that they will have a place in Alan's administration as we'll be creating a second chamber, and as a meticulous personality, I would personally make a case that he has to be part of the government of Alan Chama. You came to the studio, you hadn't woken up. Let me also greet the people of Ashanti region for the massive show of support, love to Alan Chama. I have been overwhelmed with the levels of reception that he is receiving in every community, and it shows how the people are ready to accept change. Let me also extend my warm felicitation to Kwame Osudanso. He has impressed me beyond all. As
for that one, dear.
I have been taken aback.
As for that one, dear. I mean,
and Kwame,
he has breathed a lot of life. Yes, I mean, sincerely, without being political. And I'm not saying this because he's my boss. Yes. Kwame has breathed a lot of life.
I can't express how much I'm proud of him.
Yeah.
He's doing it and doing it well, and he's doing it from a genuine perspective.
Yeah.
You understand? When you are not pushed to a corner, but you are allowed to express yourself freely. I think it's the best form of politics. Being cautious, mentoring. People are afraid to speak the truth on the author of political expediency. Let me greet Oheninto, who is also leading our team in the Bono region, Hobson Adoye in the Volta region, and Boniface Abubakar in the Northern region. So, you know, it's a multi-system approach. And not forgetting our mother, Miss Chemante, who is also ensuring that Ashanti region fall flat as the signal ASEO begins to resonate with everyone. Bidi Jerry, I greet you. Bless President Akufo-Addo. He never ceases to amaze Ghanaians, but I was rather not shocked or surprised because he only stated what he's noted for. He says he was asked whether he was trying to gag dissent. Straight away he jumped into, I am not responsible for jailing. You were not asked whether or not you were responsible for jailing. You were asked whether you were in your bid as the head of the executive. You've been trying to prevent people from expressing their opinion. Straight away, he moves from there and says, I am not responsible for jailing. Because everyone knows, including a child born today, that the decision to remand these protesters was purely political. Look, there is a lawyer here. This falls under what we call misdemeanor. And what is misdemeanor? It's minor wrongdoing. And most of it, misdemeanors are handled by the police in terms of prosecution, if you've been going to court. On this occasion, the prosecution is being led by the Attorney General. So how can you convince anybody that you are not behind it? In any case, the very day that the Democracy Hub people were embarked on this demonstration, within some minutes, you had a new patriotic party led by the youth organizer also going to the 37 that they were ready to fight the people. Salam Mustafa must be very, very careful. If he doesn't know this world, if he doesn't know death, he must look at sleep.
They went with a police permit for.
They didn't go with any police, but he went there with his last militants. And I looked at him and said, you do have strength. If people are supposed to be behind bars, last year, we had some youth organizers of the new patriotic party invade the premises of UTV. In fact, a live show.
Yeah.
They disrupted the show.
That's true.
Why are these people not behind bars? And you see, it is good that Akufo-Addo became the president. So I agree with Manasseh when he said the president of Ghana never. Can you imagine if he had not become the president of the land? What we would have said? That there was this man who was coming to develop Ghana into a heaven. I'm sure people say, I meet elderly people and young ones, so he doesn't care who told him, he cares. There is blood flowing through him. I don't think he sleeps. He knows that he has messed us up. He has messed the unborn generation up. Our young ones, anytime I wake up and look at my young girls, I weep within me because they say cancer takes 15 years to expose itself. What is the guarantee that these young ones do not have the cancer? What is the guarantee that they will live beyond 20 years mark? And we have a president who is saying that I am not responsible. In any case, Article 882, what does it say? The work that the Attorney General does is referred to him by the president. You understand? And also, the Attorney General is the one that initiates all prosecutions on behalf of the state.
I've mentioned that.
You understand?
Okay.
So, in effect, this prosecution was in the instance of the executive, the president who appoints the Attorney General. And to make matters worse, this is an Attorney General that has been caught on tape negotiating. How do I trust this Attorney General? Negotiating with a witness.
A defendant.
A defendant.
Just not a witness.
A defendant. That he should give his testimony in such a way that a fellow human being
Will be implicated.
my neighbor, where did we go wrong? And you see him holding a very big Bible, quoting from Genesis to Revelation. You are talking to a defendant to get another person in trouble. What can't he do with judges? I mean, you think we are small boys or children in this country? So the judges who have been always manipulated by the executive, listen to the president, say he's not responsible. You see how cleverly he's taking himself out of the whole equation. Tomorrow, those of you who are there giving these bogus rulings, the Ghanaian will begin to question you. Why you refused to grant them bills on the matter of misdemeanor. In any case, the president says...
He's a good president.
Who? Oh, he's a very good president.
For tomorrow, it's a good president.
That is why I am so surprised with people that do not know the dynamics of politics. Hey, in the 2000s, early 2000s, Kojo Pieni, the chief of staff, he was very powerful.
Very.
Is he powerful today?
Powerful.
Under President Professor Mills' administration, I remember one time I went to Tamale. I said, I am here. What are the Azoka boys? Where is he today?
I'm not cutting you short.
Yes.
The most powerful and most influential Attorney General Ghana has ever had, from PNDC to NDC, is Obeda Samuel.
Yes.
Where is he?
Where is he? So you see, power is transient. That's why when you get it, you use it to the benefit of entire society. You, in one breath, you are saying that you have nothing.
He's on our Council of Elders.
Yes. In one breath, the president is saying that he's not responsible for jailing people. In another breath, the president is saying that they are behind bars because of their conduct. But he is a lawyer. He knows that a person is innocent until proven guilty. Yeah. As we speak, have the people been tried? Have they been tried? For you to come to that conclusion that it is their behavior that has put them behind bars. In any case, there are more than 50 people behind bars. Is the president telling us that all around them have the uniform or the same charge or charges, or they committed the same crime? He shouldn't do that. But you see, the issue of Galamsey, I have said time with that number. That is the president and the vice president who are doing it. The day they will stop, Galamsey will stop. I don't know why people are, you always miss the missiles on the altar of what diplomatic talk. No diplomacy. No, there's no diplomacy in this one. I know that we face existential threat. Alistair Matthias has told us that he was doing connection with the president. Every month he ships $40 to $60 million. Professor Frimpong Martians, he was so meticulous. He mentioned all the people that are involved in Galamsey. Just this morning, I was reading.
Who was the one who said that the NPP need money for this, so we have to do Galamsey?
Patinyeska. You understand? This morning, the Adanse is making the claim that, look, when he decided to fight Galamsey, a letter came from the regional minister. Warning him to stop dealing with Galamsey. And this one, he said it openly during his 10th anniversary. A chief, a paramount chief. That's so if Galamsey is happening in his traditional area, it is not him. He tried, but he was warned by the regional minister through the district chief executive. And that he says he has the letters to that effect, warning him to desist from pursuing those that were engaged in Galamsey. So who can convince anyone anymore that the Galamsey is not being done by people in authority? I keep saying that it is not a secret enterprise. Like the tester said, when you go to Bosomeframo, the entire area has been turned into a Galamsey. So don't we have a district chief executive? If the president sacked a DC of that area, he had done so because of Galamsey. And he had done so came out and said, look, the president, you are only playing to the Galamsey. I am not involved in Galamsey, but rather your MP for the area, the party chairman, and the new president you have selected to replace me are the people involved in Galamsey. The regional chairman of the NPP, when he had been given a prospective license in the Samrobo area, decided to enter forest. That caused the Minister for Lands and Natural Resources to write. This was a statement issued by the ministry that he had no permit to enter forest. What did the president do? He sent LI 2462 to Parliament to regularize mining in forest reserve, so that wood to me will not fall foul of the law. This is the president we are talking about. May the future generation never forgive him. Take it from me. You see, but what can we do again? He says he checked out last year. So as for him, he's not the president.
That is very true.
No, so sometimes when we are targeting him, he checked out last year. So you know the Kali Bishop conferences, they are going on what? Demonstration.
Yes.
Prayer demonstration. Yes. I believe that prayer must not be to ask God to turn his heart, because the man has already hardened his heart with his party people. They must begin to pray that those that are doing Galamsey are eliminated from this world. That is the only way. Some must get stroke. Some must be visited with blindness. Because they are killing human beings. They are wicked. Some must die. That is the only. Are you think they are afraid? No. But if the Catholic Church prayer will not work effectively, I understand the Fetish Priest Association are also planning on a demonstration. They are saying they have a membership of more than 2,000. As for them, they say they are not going to pray for any government. They are only going to unleash cases. Why?
So what is prayer?
So, but I believe in the one that is going to come to eliminate them. This one is surgical oppression. We clear them fast. Because we have wicked men in positions.
Have patience.
You see, the question is that the way many people are dying because of this Galamsey, the levels of pollution that is facing this country, they have the money to buy imported water. But do I have it? Does my mother have it? My friends don't have it. And that is why the situation is so serious. And to make matters worse, I don't know which political strategist has advised the NPP communication wing that they should say they are not dealing with Galamsey, they are deferring the fight till after the elections. I don't know the logic. When you ask, the last time the president decided to fight against Galamsey, he lost in all the mining areas. Who told you? If he lost in all the mining areas, he will not be president.
That's right.
The president won in Takwa, he won in Obuasi, he won in Asante Achim Central, he won in Bosomefremu, he won in Amansie Central, he won in Adanse, he won in Ashanti region. More than 20 areas are Galamsey sites or Galamsey constituencies. The president won in all these things, these places. So where from this data that is telling you that you lost in mining areas because of your fight against Galamsey? If that were the case, the president that instituted that fight should have lost the election of 2020. But yet we have them going around to the extent that you have an MP. Are you a free? That as Otu voice is destooling people because of Galamsey, fighting it. He goes somewhere and says, go ahead and do the Galamsey, open disrespect. And he's an MP. On the author of this statement, the people of Efija must vote against him. The Ghanaians must be serious. We are allowing impunity, and when things degenerate, then we turn around to blame the president. The president, you see the way they are misbehaving. Now we have 7 December confronting us. Fortunately, today will be exactly 2 months to that fateful day, that fateful elections. There are currently 13 candidates vying for the position of the presidency. I've already told you that Honorable and his people will have a place in our administration by virtue of the second chamber that we are creating. So he and John Mahama and Professor Jane, they shouldn't worry at all.
There's a very important aspect of this.
Yeah.
And I want to say it here before I forget.
Yes.
When they do the printing,
Yes.
the printing document must be able to accommodate 13 names.
Absolutely.
In triplicate.
Absolutely.
Or in I shouldn't say triplicate because that's 3, but in the duplicates.
Yeah.
Because what happened last time, it could take only 8.
Oh.
So technically, it means that every polling station should have 2 books.
Yes.
Because you had 14 or so polling agents.
Yes.
Now, what then happens is that because at the end of the day you have only 6 people at any polling station who really attend or whatever, 7, nobody bothers about the second book.
Exactly.
And when we did our analysis, we got 2 sheets, same, different figures.
Yes.
Which means that somebody attached the second book and created it. And the way to avoid that is to have 1 book that when you write on the top part, the 13th and 14th can get.
Exactly.
If not, if there are 13 people there, and there are 2 books, you fill one and then you fill the other. And they promise your agent that when you sign this one, when you go, we'll deal with this one.
It's part of the reggae machine. In fact,
so
they must
have
one book. Yes, of course.
That is going to take all the NEC. Are you hearing me?
That's the movement will bring them back.
Bring 1 book. When they sign the top bit, then you can give all the 13 agents from that.
Yes.
There should be no second book lurking in the shadows.
Yes.
With the same serial number. We don't want.
Yes. And to add to that, we are taking signals that they will try and then Alan's butterfly, the yellow will not come out boldly, so that they have to be very careful. They have to be very careful. Because now they know the ASEO is resonating. Look, because of Alan's presence, only 4 days in Ashanti region, it caused them to do a nationwide float at Baltimore over the weekend. The amount of money they expended. So people from Accra, Eastern region, and they christened it Baltimore. Who told you anyone from Baltimore wants to follow the NPP again? They have abandoned the party. They take your party. Hey, they have abandoned the party. So clearly, on the issue of Galamsey, it must be enough. And on the 7th of December, Ghanaians must go and vote for that change, that much needed change. Alan is saying that when he's given the opportunity to lead this country, there will be nothing like the LI 2462. The first day he enters office, he will revoke it. It will be sent to Parliament for them to revoke it. Because we cannot allow our forests to be mined. He says when you are caught on water bodies, with your fine, it's life imprisonment. There is no ifs and buts. Because that person that is doing that is not thinking about those that are dying out of his actions and inactions. So why must you have message for the person. And on top of that, preventing it, you also create that man needed jobs. You know, it's all about jobs, that people will get employment, decent ones, to do and make a decent living. So it is very clear. If you want Galamsey, vote for 1. For Dumso, vote for 8. For development, industrialization, employment, vote for ASEO number 13. And when you are done, I can assure you that Ghana will not see such incompetent leaders like Nana Akufo-Addo and Mahmoud Bawumia again. Meanwhile, today is Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia's birthday. Let me wish him a happy birthday. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, for serving this country for 7 years, leading to 8 years. You have been the running mate for 8 years, being in government for almost 18 years, 16 years on our televisions or our papers, on our radios is enough. Go back peacefully, reflect, and know the do's and don'ts of politics. What you did wrong to this country and what you did right. When you have taken that deep reflection and as it were balanced the negatives against the positives, you realize that politics indeed, you must end it, and we would deliberate with you on the way forward as whether or not you will be in lecturing or a statesman. And on that note, I'll end my submission here.
Right. Thank you very much, Solomon Owusu. I'll do a few messages. Good morning, bless. The president, Nana Addo, has taken Ghana as a joke and is kidding with us. His response to the interview granted in France was unfortunate. Who does the police refer to as orders from above when they act arbitrarily in contravention of the law under the pretext of the so-called powers from above? Everybody knows he and his Attorney General are the powers from above. The president does not have any respect for the Constitution of Ghana. From Chief Adam in Tamale. Thank you, Chief, for your message. Ken Williams says, good morning. Why does the police engage in selective justice when party thugs in police uniform openly attack our courts, shoot and kill people in Ayawaso, Ijua, Tichimane, Sikado, and other parts of Ghana? I don't understand why the police arrest protesters but allow people to mine and pollute water bodies. Akufo-Addo must be removed to save Ghana from doom. Thank you, Ken William, for your message. Hadi from Pig Farm says, good morning, my brother. Protesters arrested and sent to prison for 2 weeks for fighting against Galamsey under a so-called human rights lawyer. As our president, Mother Ghana is finished under this super incompetent create, loot and share family and friends president. President Nana Addo is the only president who has disappointed the past, disappointed the present, and disappointed the future. All right. Thank you so much for your message. I weep for Bawumia. Why? Now their mouths are loud. It is election day. They would see the impact of Alan on them. We're here when the Ashantis vowed not to vote for them. What has changed? Suglo K. Ibrahim Loho in the Upper West region. Right. Thank you. Okay. All right. This one here says that, good morning, bless. My name is Kucho, youth president in the Ashanti region. Bless, the only thing left now is me and you talking on radio and television. God help us. They've disappointed God. How much more me and you? Okay. Joe from Weja sent this one. He says, good morning, bless. The crowd of Ghanaians are becoming too loud against you as the president of this country because you are complicit in the fight against Galamsey. Mr. President, listen to the voice of the people. Listen to the voice of Ghanaians. Never appear as if you have a hard heart. A few days ahead of you being in office seems very scary. Please. All right. Thank you for your message. This one here says that, good morning, Pan-Africa TV. Bless, Ghana is at a critical crossroads that needs a government of national unity that will bring on board, and the only person who can do that is Alan John Kwadwo Kyerematen. Enough of the duopoly and the winner takes all. Vote Asieho, Sora Sorion Jibril sent this one. Sidi Abdul Kadir Gariba says, good morning, bless. The EC chairperson must go. My love for Sulu has just taken to the galaxy. More fire. Mazi Egenti. Kukuba student says, good morning. Pan-Africa TV, God bless you for the good work. The only person who can stop Galamsey is Honorable Alan John Kojo Shevanting. Vote for Alan to bring the change we want. My greetings to Mr. Solomon Owusu for the good work. Nazim Mohammed says the president chose to address the foreign media and not the one in Ghana. At least he's talking clearly. When he is speaking in Ghana, he's not audible. He has he has messed up the nation and he's still pretending to be fair-minded. NPP foot soldiers invaded and sacked a court and were not prosecuted. Our president is taking his dishonesty to international platform. How can you, president, refuse to prosecute the people destroying our water bodies and prosecute those fighting the menace? All right. Thank you. Suglo Ibrahim, bless. I weep for Baumia. I think I've done this one on WhatsApp. Bless. Okay, I think I've done this one as well. Right, we do not have so much time. I think 2 minutes each on a debt issue, which we have spoken about innumerable times. Of course. I mean, right. I mean, that's okay.
The breaking of the duopoly
is very important. Yeah. Solo should briefly start that conversation.
No, but
2 minutes.
The Catholic Bishop Conference have done greatest justice to why we must do away with the duopoly. If you read their statement or press release carefully, they trace their fight against Galamsey from 2009 to 2023. That on countless occasions they warned the governments of the day that they were sitting on concern for our environment to be destroyed. Now, what are they doing? They are going on demonstration to pray. So what it means is that the Catholic Church as a body have lost confidence in the two political parties, and that what they wish for this country is for us to do away with these two parties and settle on an independent candidate, and which I agree with. I remind you, it is out of the Catholic Church that we have the Protestant churches. Out of the Protestant churches we have the Pentecostal churches. Out of the Pentecostal we have the Charismatics. So when they say that, then clearly they want to do away with the duopoly. Again, anytime these duopoly are there, we are going to IMF. Currently, we are in IMF. So what is the guarantee again that when you give it back to the NDC, we are not going to the IMF? It is man past man. Therefore, we need to stop it at a certain stage in our development. Now, beyond that, if you read all the manifestos that have been presented, we presented a plan, not a manifesto. Remember, manifestos are a set of promises. Ours is very clear when it comes to Galamsey. We are talking about 10-point agenda to deal with it. One, we ban it for a year, call all licenses. Now you don't even know which one is doing the legal ones and illegal ones. Those that have licenses, the mere fact that you have license to mine does not mean you are doing illegal mining. Some of them, you give them 2 acres, by the time you go to the field, they are doing 10 acres. They have gone beyond their boundaries. So it is not sustainable. Ban them, let all of them come. After all, when you are going for a mining permit, you present or submit a business plan to the Minerals Commission. In there, you state how you reclaim the land or how you are going to mine. Bring your license, take us to your site, or you go with, to the site with you to go and check whether what you promised in the business plan is what you are doing. Again, we are saying that we will demobilize, we will take all machines from site and keep it under care of the 48 Engineers Regiment. When we cross-check that you are doing the right thing, we will just give it back to you and make sure that the monitoring is intensified. I've already spoken about revocation of the LI 2462. I wonder, once again, this is the reason why all certain members of parliament must not be voted for. Because you cannot blame the president alone.
Yes.
The president sent it to parliament. Parliament that is evenly distributed, they also okayed it. So if I had my way, and those that are watching, sitting members of parliament across the political divide, vote against them. Because they have aided wanted this president to misbehave. So Allah says he will revoke it. Again,
was it a unanimous vote?
A lot of your members.
No, you didn't answer my question. Yeah. Was it a unanimous?
No, it wasn't a unanimous.
So
some of them, but now at this stage, when people are voting, you cannot differentiate whether it was honorable. So on block, all of them must be
No, solo. Right. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you for watching. PENDREAM TV really appreciates your time. Please, if you have not yet subscribed to the channel, please do so for us. Hit the notification bell for more updates. Like and also share to other members to watch as well. You can also leave a comment after watching or send us a voice note on our WhatsApp number, which is 0277128777, showing on your screen as well. Please do subscribe, because every minute we have information for you flowing on the channel, and you can't afford to miss that information. For that matter, I'll urge you to subscribe and turn the notification to upload so that you'll be the first person to receive any updates that will be loaded onto the channel. Thank you. Stay tuned for more.
PENDREAM TV now, so far so good. Say open online portal e Ghana. Nipa share, nipa follow, nipa comment here. To my best of knowledge, without any biases, PENDREAM TV.